Okay, so this is very basic, but it's important to understand that, say we start on, I don't know, we're in the key of C, like that. Now we're going to start something in Mixolydian. We're going to reassign the root, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So suppose we go, okay, we're going to the 5th of Mixolydian. What's the offset for Mixolydian? -3. What's 5 minus 3? 4, 3, 2. We're going to play a Dorian there, so it's... Now let's just walk it up again. Now from here we're on the G, right? How do we get back down? We have a 5, 6, 7. Okay, did I get me out of the... Oh, we restarted it. So here's our 5, 6, 7 right here. How are we going to get to the 2? Alright, 5, 6, 7 is the A string shape, right? Why? Because when you're playing an A-shaped A here, real deal A, A440. Okay, sorry about that. This E becomes the 5. Okay, so when we're way up here on this thing, that's our 5, 6, 7 A string shape, either in the short form or in the long form. So we want to go down. What is the 4th of A is D. So we're going to do the D string shape to get down. What's the 4th of D? It's G. We're going to come down with the G string shape. 4th of the G string shape is the C string shape. Alright, 5, 4, 3 there. So that's how we get back down in the old method. Hey, that's about what it's about today, and about doing the new computer, which I put some of the programs, got some of them ready, and I've got a little extra processing to deal with because of that. So again, that's what it's all about. You have your offsets here, and you can just keep going and going and going with this. There's no end. So you can go, say, starting on a Aeolian 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can go something like, but now we're going to go root 2, 3, 4, 5. Now while we're doing this, what's that Aeolian offset right there? The Aeolian 6, the offset is 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4. Okay, so it's 5, 4, 3. So at that point we're going to play the 3rd, which is the Phrygian. So we'd go. Okay, and then the circular thing just says you can start that thing over again. So there's two basic rules. You can choose any note in the scale to be its root, as long as you know that modal offset. You can just apply that relative to the root, on stopping on any of those notes, starting a Lydian here. So here's the home key. Here's the Lydian thing. It's kind of like this. Okay, so it's. What's the Lydian offset is +3, so it's root 2, 3, 4, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 plus 3, 6, 7 root. Okay, and you can just keep going and going with this thing, as opposed to playing it differently, such as I'm just going to look at the notes and play all the colored notes, or I'm going to just play all the ivories. And I could do that. You know, it's easy, but you don't want something that's too easy. You want something that's putting you into another frame of mind, a better frame of mind, you know, and performing some of that magic that we're talking about. So that's why I like this method. And I think I have the previous chart here. What do we got going on with the previous chart? Just more of the same thing. The offsets are here, and some words you know, example, say the parent key is C, you're playing a song in A minor, the 6th modal scale of C rather. Instead of counting 6/7 root on the bottom string, we rename the 6th scale degree as a new root and count root 2/3. That's when the fun begins. But it doesn't stop there. Count, say, root 2/3/4 to yourself while following the Aeolian 6th pattern, root 2/3/4. So you're fitting root 2/3/4 to the Aeolian pattern and following the whole steps and half steps of that pattern. Now from the 4th we can branch and apply the Aeolian pattern offset of -2. Okay? So as long as we're part of that Aeolian scale from its 4th, we can still apply the offset of anything on that Ionian scale, that Aeolian scale. So they all have the same offset. So root -2 equals 6, you know. This then starts a branch pattern, etc., etc., of Dorian. So we know Dorian is the 4th of Aeolian. You know, it's just a wonderful method that makes you think differently. Hey, that's about all we got time for. I've got to do some extra editing and everything. If you like these videos, like, subscribe, share. Follow the instructions below the videos. Mostly, I'm not sure if I can get that much description under today. But usually I have the link to my Facebook group page, Andy Shriek Guitar Chart Videos, where you can view the charts in their full resolution, not full resolution, fairly good resolution, but view the lessons in one coherent video, and also read comments that I've made. And of course, you get to zoom in on the chart a little bit with Facebook image zoom in, you know, the plus minus magnifying glass thing. And it's a good way to just get a look and keep up with what's going on, because sometimes YouTube gets a little jumbled, perhaps, especially when the playlists push the most recent stuff down, something like that. So thanks for watching. Keep on practicing, and I'll keep you up on, you know, how this method develops and how wonderful it can really be for you if you learn the string shapes, you learn the patterns, you learn the offsets, and it's just about fitting a pattern to a different scale count, or fitting a scale count to a different pattern, and then applying the offset back to the root. Hey, it's easy. It's been a good night, and I'll see you next time.